Hello everybody and welcome to this video by the Vaidya's Chess Hub, and in this video we are going to talk about exploiting the early weak moves while playing the Smith-Morra gambit. Now these are the games played by my students, so let's get started with two of such games in Smith-Morra in this video. We'll take a look at two games and let's get started straight away. So white begins 1 e4, black plays the Sicilian c5, and you can try the Smith-Morra gambit playing d4. Black this time did not accept it and went for the move b6. My student continues bishop c4. The idea is just simple: get that bishop out, aim f7 square, and get ready to castle. Opponent played g6 and d takes c5, b takes c5, and now I wouldn't mind you pausing the video if you want to find a double attack motive here. What is the best move here for white? You can pause the video now. If you had paused the video, I have no doubt that you came up with the answer. Of course, the move is queen to d5. Now this is powerful. So we are attacking the rook and also threatening queen f7 checkmate. Now the opponent in this game really played a move that was that resulted in the checkmate queen takes f7. The move was knight f6. It often happens in chess at beginner level where the queen comes on the squares like h5 or d5. The knight attacks it, but then it's white to play. So you can only capture the queen if black had consecutive moves. So here after knight to f6, queen takes f7 was checkmate. So let's take a look at this game one more time, then we'll move to the next one. So e4, c5, the Smith-Morra. Black did not take it, played the move b6, bishop c4, and then g6, d takes c5, b takes c5, and now the double attack. Black's unfortunate blunder and checkmate. Queen takes f7 is checkmate. We'll take a look at one more of such games. e4, c5, d4. This time, in this particular game that I'm showing you, black accepted. c3, d takes c3, knight takes c3. So Smith-Morra gambit accepted. e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4. Simple moves, getting it into castle. The d pawn sacrificed, for the open queen file, the d file, semi-open now. Bishop e7. This is a typical blunder that black might do if he is not familiar with the idea of the Smith-Morra gambit. This is really weak, because what happened, you can pause the video if you want to find out the next move now. And if you had paused the video, I hope you came up with the move queen to d5. The idea is quite similar to the last one, but here of course we're not aiming for the rook on a8 like it was the case in the last game. Here the idea is pretty simple: queen takes f7 checkmate. Now the only thing that black can do here is knight h6, which is then responded by bishop takes h6 and black castles. So he's a pawn down clearly, and white should definitely go on to win the game. But in the game, unfortunately, d6 was played because black player thought that the king needs a safe square to move. Queen takes f7 check, king d7 is forced, knight b5, and probably our opponent did not get the idea that the knight on b5 just meant that the king cannot go to c7. He played the move knight f6, thought normal development was the way to go, but no, it is checkmate in 1. You can pause the video if you want to find this checkmate in 1. If you had paused the video, I have no doubt that you saw bishop to e6 as checkmate. That's why this knight on b5 was important, was covering up the c7 square. Let's take a look at this game one more time. e4, c5, d4, c takes d4, c3, d takes c3, knight takes c3. So this is the Smith-Morra gambit accepted. e5, knight f3, attacking the pawn, knight c6, defending it, bishop c4, getting ready to castle and aiming for that weak f7 square. Bishop e7 is a typical blunder that you will see if black does not know the Smith-Morra gambit idea very well. Queen d5, and here the continuation should have been knight to h6. We'll say this is new variation. Bishop takes h6. Now, of course, you cannot take the bishop because again, queen takes f7 will be checkmate. So you just castle. This is the way black should continue if he at all, thinks of actually going on with the game, but that's not what happened in the game. D6 was played, queen takes f7 check, king d7 is forced, knight b5 covering up that c7 square, and after knight f6, bishop e6 was checkmate. Now, in the coming days, I will upload more of such themes and ideas in various openings that are very dear to me. Hope you enjoyed this video and these couple of games. You can make a note of them and study them. Thank you so much for your time here. And as I keep saying, keep playing, keep enjoying, keep learning. I really value your feedback and thank you for the warm responses. And if you do like our efforts, as I say, keep subscribing. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share this with you. Until the next time, goodbye.